I don't know if CoffeeZilla is doing a promo or if he's talking about that they're about to make so much money and they're still not paying people back. I don't know what's going on.
Scammer versus scammer showdowns are here, and they're using my investigations to try to hype their fight. All right, then. I guess I'm going to use their fight to hype their crimes, or at least what should be crimes. Let's break this down.
Yo, you don't read contracts, huh?
No.
That's
I get people to do that for me, buddy. Not like you.
Scamming. Where were those people when you got caught for scamming?
I didn't scam nobody. You're
you literally signed a contract that said I am agreeing to scamming my audience.
You pay your fans back.
Scamming
you pay your
Danis,
fans
huh?
back?
Dillon, the difference between you and
What
I
is
is
what?
I'm rectifying my situation.
How?
And I didn't scam anyone.
How?
I never made a single token.
Me either.
Dollar. I never sold a token. Nah, bro. This will prove
You bought that
itself.
private jet with people's
And I'm
money.
rectifying my situation actively.
He bought a jet?
Scammed your audience on 20 separate occasions.
20 separate occasions.
Community notes checked your ass, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Quote unquote. Dillon Danis has also scammed his audience on several occasions.
I ratio you every single time I tweet you.
All right, this clip is amazing. It's like Christmas came early for me and Santa got me something I didn't even know I wanted. You know, these two con men are out here trying to decide which of them is the bigger piece of garbage. But not just that, which already brings a smile to my face. But to do it, they have to cite my research into the other person while also denying my research into their own scams. I couldn't have dreamed of a better scenario. They have to have this thrown in their face in what should be a big moment for them. You know, they're have this big fight. It's all exciting. And then they get reminded, hey, you're actually a scammer. Like Logan might have artist in his Twitter bio, but I love to remind him that the real kind of artist he is a con artist. And the funny thing is, the best they can hope for in this scenario is just to make the other guy look worse. Like, nobody looks good here. They just have to say like, I didn't scam as bad as you did. Like, for instance, Logan literally brings up my website, Scam by Dillon Danis, where I show 20 crypto projects Dillon promoted for money that are in the toilet now. And Dillon's only response to that is not that he didn't do it. His response has to be, hey, that same guy who caught me also caught you scamming with CryptoZoo. And then Logan has to pretend with this fake smile he plastered on the whole time, like, oh, I'm rectifying it, bro. Which, of course, he's not. He hasn't paid anyone. So this whole thing has been, it's been very special for me to watch my evidence get thrown in their face by another guy who also got caught. But as funny as that moment was for me, I didn't want to just leave it there at this level of drama. Because right now, that's what this is to them. It's drama to use to hype a fight. Which scumbag will get knocked out? Pay to find out. But I think that's the wrong place to leave it, because people are just gonna get carried away with this rivalry thing, like, oh, I hate Logan more, so I gotta support Dillon, or vice versa. You know, I've seen a lot of that. They think just because Dillon Danis is dunking on the guy they don't like, Logan Paul, that he's super cool now. Or they think Dillon's gone too far with Logan's fiance, so I support Logan now. If you think either of those things, you're being conned. I mean, that's the grift. Why do you think they got the two most unlikable people on the planet to fight? They want to make you pick a side, when the truth is they're just both terrible. And so in the spirit of talking about their scams, since they brought it up, I wanted to remind people about that, what they're really about. Dillon Danis, as we said, promoted 20 crypto scam projects for money. But the funny thing is, I don't know if I emphasized a lot, we stopped looking after 20. I mean, trying to find the total number was like counting raindrops. And here's more scams that we missed just to prove my point. And more, and more, and more, and more.
What?
And then on the other side of the table, you have Logan Paul, who tries to pretend CryptoZoo was
how did you do that?
He never profited from these scams. But that's not true. Take Dink Doink. He pumped and dumped that meme coin and made money. Here's him buying it, then he promoted it, and then he sold it. He also hyped up Elongate and then dumped that coin.
It's all good. Elongate made me rich. Elongate, baby. Let's go. Elongate token.
Here he is pumping and dumping another coin called F Elon. Made about 100K with that tweet. So this guy is not some one-time scammer or somebody who got mixed up with a bad person. He is the bad person. And there's even stuff I have in my files, which I guess I'll just drop here, even though it probably should be a whole separate series or video.
Yo, Coffee out here
so
just
bored with this grifter that I can't be bothered. You know, it's just after you document the, you know, 5th or 6th thing, it's kind of hard to get excited about it. But I'll put it here. Did you guys ever hear of when he promoted this crypto coin called Omi?
OMI, I think, is like another
What?
one.
Bro.
Am I good?
What are you saying? You have the same weird little coins that no one's ever heard of yet as me.
Let's go.
You have Omi?
Yeah, bro.
Shut the up.
Shut up, dude. No way. This totally isn't planned at all to pump this coin so we can make money on our young audience. Now, I know you might want to give them the benefit of the doubt there, but that reaction was so fake that even their co-host, Mike, who's Logan's whipping boy, can't help but be skeptical that this was all a little too rehearsed.
But I want a bunch of that because I like that one. Pokemon.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all definitely talked about this.
No, on my
so
kids.
On my kids.
On
we've never
my
talked
kids is insane.
What a charming guy. Well, what if I told you I had video evidence of them talking about buying
Oh,
Omi,
goddammit.
colluding behind the
Oh,
scenes
goddammit.
before their podcast
goddamn.
went live to you guys?
Oh,
Yo,
God damn
Bag,
it.
We need some more of these Akomis.
Please, bro, please. EOD, if possible.
Yep.
Because we have an episode going tomorrow where we talk very highly of Omi, and I wouldn't be surprised if that caused some traction.
Let's go.
Omi a wagon.
Let's go.
See, that doesn't make any sense because they literally say in the video that they already filmed the episode. So it looks like they filmed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't prove anything. It just proved they talked about it after they filmed the episode, not that they talked about it before the episode. So that don't really make sense. Coffee kind of, this looks bad.
I wouldn't be surprised if that caused some traction.
Let's go.
Omi a wagon.
Let's go.
Logan Paul hanging out with the guy he's never talked about Omi with before. Remember, on my kid's life.
He literally just said in the video that they have an episode going live tomorrow. So they already filmed the episode. You see what I'm saying?
Please, bro, please.
Listen.
EOD, if possible.
Yep.
Because we have an episode going tomorrow where we talk very highly of Omi.
We have an episode going live where we talk very high of Omi. He already said we have an episode going live. If you know anything about podcasts, there's no way that they're they're uploading and editing and all that the same day. It takes like 5 or 6 hours just for Spotify and Apple and all of them to like approve the upload.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that caused some traction.
Let's go.
Omi a wagon.
Let's go.
Logan Paul hanging out with the guy.
So they promoted it after the fact. Like after the fact. So yeah, that's bad.
He's never talked about Omi with before.
He's not
Remember,
making sense.
On my kid's life.
I need a better
And they
video,
say,
Coffee.
hey,
I need a
we
better
need to
video.
buy more of these Akomi or Omi. You know, more, as in they've bought it before, meaning they've talked about it. You know, and the guy they're
Yeah, but
talking to,
they're
by the way, is
talking-
Ben Gadenzi, who is selling these
They're
coins to
literally-
influencers
they literally say
privately
in the
at
thing
a
that
discount
they're
behind the
talking after
scenes.
the fact.
And then those people, a lot of them would just dump it on the market and hurt retail. And worst of all, like, they mention the fact they know it's going on the podcast, and that's the reason they want to buy it early, because they know, quote, I wouldn't be surprised if that caught some traction. It's just blatant market manipulation. But you know, some people might say, hey, don't be so critical. He did say not financial advice.
Omi, this is not financial advice. You know where Omi's at right now, right?
It's like fractions. It's hundredths of a penny.
0.003. This they didn't pay me to do this. They should. I'll reach out to them, but
We'll take free coins.
See, he said not financial advice and that he wasn't paid for this. Although he said he was going to try to get paid for this. Does that make it a get out of jail free card? Well, let's look at the impact. Obviously, insiders like Logan and Chase got in early and bought it up, realizing that it probably was going to catch some traction when they came out on this coin totally normally and not in a planned way. In fact, one guy sent in $852,000 right before the podcast, saying, we'll be on YouTube and I'll be pushing it hard on my socials as well. Logan then posts the episode with a cash emoji saying, broke to millionaire in 14 days, watch or bankruptcy. You know, more not financial advice. And what happened next? I think anyone could have predicted. This is the price chart of Omi. The dot on the left is where they told you to buy. The miserable line down is where we are now. Omi is down 99%. Meaning if you put in $1, it would currently be worth less than a penny. So, yeah, I could go on
Jesus
all
Christ.
day with these pump and dumps, these scams, these promotions that were paid and not
Wait, but
disclosed.
did it ever
But
go
the
up?
point is, with all this stuff,
Did it ever like go up at all? Like, did they make any money?
yeah, I could go on. In a dollar is where we are now. On the left is
Okay, so everybody bought in like right up in here. Yeah, and so it jumped up probably it jumped up from like 0.01 to 10 cents. So, and then to almost basically 10 cents and then dropped dramatically. So yeah, this is about where everybody bought. Then the podcast went up again. This is probably when everybody like put in all that crazy money. So yeah, that's tragic, bro.
is where they told you to buy. The miserable line down is where we are now. OMI is down 99%. Meaning if you put in $1, it would currently be worth less than a penny.
So like people, you can't really say people are investing on their own accord because they got the information from them. Like if people had just bought this and never heard about it, you know what I mean? Then that would be like, oh, okay, I got it on my own accord. Like it was just me and Shorty. We was chilling on the iPad talking about how we was gonna make money and put that white picket fence outside, and we were just scrolling through Apple stocks and we found OMI and then we bought it. Like, nah, that's not what happened. They listened to the podcast and then they bought it. You know what I mean? That was how it went. It was, they bought it because of somebody that's respectable. Like if JJ came on and was like, hey, I'm investing in this, everybody's gonna be like, oh, bet I'm about to go buy into that because this is a person who I know is out here making bread, who isn't probably that stupid when it comes to it. It's just like what's his name, like Cal. Like anytime Calix talks about anything, people are like, bet, oh, that's what you're betting on or whatever. Yeah, I'm on that. He even talked about how he doesn't show like his like sports bets and stuff beforehand anymore because a lot of people were complaining to him about losing money, even though he wasn't personally telling them to go bet it. But they were like, they were following his lead because they know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just one of those things. Like you get influenced and you don't even realize you're being influenced type shit.
Yeah, I could go on all day with these pump and dumps, these scams, these promotions that were paid and not disclosed. But the point is
that
with
Donabelle?
all this stuff,
Oh,
while it
Donabelle?
is
I didn't even know you were
amusing
in
to
here.
watch these scammers call each other scammers, this isn't drama. In most societies, it would be considered, I don't know, like a crime. But, you know, for some reason, the crypto has the Justice Department confused. So I don't know what's going to happen, but Logan and Dillon have a very long history of scamming fans. So I'm not on either of their sides. I hope they face justice for what they've done. And I hope I've hijacked a bit of the conversation, a bit of the hype from their dumb fight to shine a light on their many scams.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. Like I've always looked at Coffee as like somebody who was like pretty on point with everything that he did. And just seeing that little clip where he kind of basically tried to like lead people into thinking that Logan and them for sure planned stuff beforehand or whatever, like that shit didn't really prove nothing. All it showed is that they talked after the fact, and that shit kind of put me off a little bit. I can't even cap, but hey, keep going, dude. I guess, you know, you can't really put all your balls in one market. You know, you can't trust everybody on the internet, guys. Make sure you open your mind sometimes.